It's Into the Bush with your host, Steve Enyeart.
Now, before we head out, a good healthy breakfast is essential. Breakfast tacos. Yum. Proper footwear is key. Remember to bring lots of water.
This morning we're driving out to Lakeway, Texas to climb, what else? Mount Lakeway.
Mount Lakeway is situated in the Pedernales River Quad, standing at a towering 1,165 feet above sea level.
On the shores of Lake Travis, just 20 miles northwest of Austin, is Lakeway, Texas. Population 11,463.
It's always a good idea to stretch a little bit before you start on your hike. Orientation is very, very important. We have a little trail map here to follow. I also like to look for a very visible landmark to refer back to in case I get lost on the trail. I think this water tower will probably do the trick. With the intense Texas heat of summer, since this is July, proper eyewear is important. I choose these polarized lenses from Tommy Bahama. They keep the sun out of my eyes and reduce the likelihood of long-term damage. This is your garden variety turkey vulture. They're very prevalent around these parts. Always a bad sign when they circle above you. So we are heading down the canyon trail. Follow me. Now you may have noticed a little detail on these well-placed signs here throughout the trail in Lakeway. The Friends of Lakeway have also added a key feature which is pretty handy. You just pull out your smartphone with your QR reader and read this little guy right here. It would be nice if I had a signal. And here is our trail map. Yes, so now we have a quick reference if we get lost, which I doubt will happen. Well, as you can see, it's already starting to heat up out here, even at 09:30 in the morning. I'm starting to sweat like a horse. I see you. One of the most curious sensations you'll ever experience on a trail like this is walking face first into a spider web. A clear indication that you're the first one out on the trail. At least the first one that's 6 foot 4 inches tall. Oh boy. I don't know if I want to go any further. You know, as a native Seattleite, I found something that I'm very familiar with here that I didn't expect to see out in the woods in Texas. This here is a madrona plant, or a madrona tree. It's just getting started. Obviously, it's rooted out from another source that must be nearby, so we're going to try and locate it. Definitely starting to feel the heat and the elevation increase. Heart rate's starting to increase as well. Might be time to stop for a drink here pretty soon. Our first peak, so to speak, at Mount Lakeway. It's a lot further away than I anticipated. We gotta double time it. Whew. How about that drink? parched. And the madrona trees are getting bigger.
As temperatures continue to soar into the upper 90s, the humidity in the hill country causes the heat index to spike around 108 degrees Fahrenheit.
Found this on the trail. It's obviously a little mollusk got squished during the Great Flood. There's a point out here I'm gonna walk to. I think you can see downtown Austin from here. Let's take a look. Well, I lied. Can't see Austin from here. Austin's hiding behind those Till Hills right there. We still got some ground to cover before we get to the top of this thing. Hang in there, just about there. So far, one of the best features of this trail to Mount Lakeway is that as you get towards the top, everything is shaded nicely in this thick forest. I love it when you get to the end of a trail and there's a nice little payoff. And a big payoff. Check out the view. On my way down the mountain, it occurred to me, I finally found a trail in Texas, close to my home, kicks my ass. Good thing this isn't smell-o-vision. Whew. Breakfast tacos. This little marvel of megalithic engineering that you see behind me is called a cairn. Now, cairn has been used for marking trails and warding off unwelcome visitors for hundreds of years. They believe its actual origins begin in ancient Scotland. However, other cultures have used them, like Eskimos and other indigenous tribes in North America. There's supposed to be a beautiful pond back there, but we haven't had rain for a while.
And as we approach our final descent, I'm reminded of the immortal words of naturalist John Muir as he walked out of the Yosemite Valley for the first time.
I am one pooped son of a gun. You know, even for the beginner, there's no excuse to get lost out here. Just follow the power lines, genius. And like I said, make sure you have some kind of a landmark or navigational aid. Find your way back. Like our trusty ball, for instance. From Mount Lakeway, this is Steve Enyeart. Join me next time, amigos. See you around.
Steve Enyeart's Into the Bush is brought to you by
The makers of Heineken remind you not to boat and drink.
Whatever, Dutch boy!